go to survival guest locker. Hello there, Percy Crump here, master merchant in this locality, but you can call me plain old Percy. Yes, you can. Heck, everybody does. Now what can I do for you? I was just wondering what's going on here in town. Not a whole lot new here in town. I heard Wooz rooked some newbie out of a black orchid the other day. Anyhow, other than that, my friend Woody's gone missing. Well, tell me more about that. Well, you see, I had a friend named Woody. That Woody, he can sleep like nobody I ever did see. What's worse, he likes to travel. Really likes to kick up the dust, that one does. Okay. Well, that ain't so much of a problem around here, that is. But last I heard, Woody was going to take a stroll over to the den. You know where the den is. Yes, I know where the den is. Go on. Well, anyhows, like I've been saying, that ain't so much of a problem around Gecko, but you see, other parts of ain't so used to the way we look, so can't you put two and two together? I'm worried that Woody might have taken himself a nap in the den. It's a long trip after all. And then they would have buried the poor cuss alive. I need someone to go look for him there. And, well, I miss him, that's why. Percy blinks moistly at you. Oh, I see. You want to know what's in it for you. This is usually the part where I get more interested. Well, I know where I can get a hold of a whole heck of a lot of pre-war stock of genuine Radex and Radaway. Don't do me no good no how, but I figure that out. Yeah. Outiga. That is not a word. But I figure that oughta be worth something to a smoothie like you. You gonna take the job from me or not? I'll only pay you off if I know Woody's safe. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll get back to you soon. Yay. So, we're in Gecko Junkyard. Let's see what else is going on in here. Hey, some ghouls. We're tolerant here, but not stupid, Smoothie. Be nice while you're in town. Hey, a first aid book. I like learning about first aid. Hope my heart doesn't act up while we're traveling. What's in here? Just a bunch of junk. A bed mattress in terrible condition. Even the rats won't sleep in or on it. You. Save. You see a wooden door. See, old mattress. Huh. Okay. Let's go over here. Hello there, I'm Skeeter. I sort of put things together here. Do you have a battery that I could use to fix a car? What a strangely specific question. Funny you should ask that. You see, cars use replaceable fuel cells, or batteries, for fuel. What usually broke down was the fuel cell controller. Most amateur mechanics just assume that it's the battery itself, but you know what assuming things does, don't you? So does that mean you have a fuel cell controller? Yep, sure do. Got it right here. Just waiting for a car to be put into. You got a car? I know where one is. What's it gonna cost me to get that fuel cell controller? Well, money's nice, but I need something else right now. Something I can't get for myself. What do you need? These days, good tools is harder to get than parts is. I need myself a brand new super tool kit. Snap something. Brand's best. A new tool kit? Where can I get that? I reckon that the best place to go and get that would be down in Vault City somewheres. They've got all kinds of tools, but they sure as heck wouldn't give them to a ghoul. No how. So you want me to bring you a super toolkit and then you'll give me the car part? Exactly, that's the deal. One super toolkit for one fuel cell controller. That doesn't sound like anything, any kind of RPG-esque thing at all. What if I just do this the easy way? I kill you and take the part I need. Well, I probably shouldn't say that. Let me ask you something else. What do you need? Have you ever heard of a Garden of Eden creation kit? You're looking for a Gecko, huh? Well, I don't rightly know where you might find one of them there things. I know that Vault City probably used to have themselves one. Vault City had one. They sure did. That's how come they're so darn well off. It sure ain't 'cause they know what to do. It's 'cause the Gecko done started up their crops and got their town running when they come out of the vault. Who would have an unused Gecko? Well, let me see here now. As I recollect, most vaults were supposed to have themselves a Gecko. You might try looking for another vault somewhere. Thanks for the advice. Let me ask you something else. I have some things that I want you to take a look at. What do you want me to take a look at? It sure looks like you could bolt an accessory to this long arm here. Skeeter studies your long arm and nods slowly. I can put a nice all-weather scope on that hunting rifle for $26.25. Nothing like having an assault rifle with an expanded magazine. I can fix yours up with one for $3,000. Too rich for my blood. I'll be back when I have more cash. So yeah, that would be pretty cool, having a scoped hunting rifle, but we'll see later. Who's this guy? You see a very glum-looking human. Hello there. Since you've already invited yourself in, what can I do for you? I was wondering where Skeeter is. Well, he's right here. Just open your eyes and look around a bit. Yeesh. Okay. So, I have some questions for you. What do you want to know? What's all that junk in the yard? Well, some of this junk is left over from when they were building the reactor before the war. The rest of the stuff, I just don't know. Skeeter collects all kinds of stuff. Who's Skeeter? Well, Skeeter's sort of a mechanic. He'll take apart almost anything that you bring him. Gets most of them back together, too. Sooner or later, sometimes things end up working better than they did before. I'll ask you about something else. What do you do here? I guard the Brahmin or help Skeeter in his workshop. Anything unusual going on around here? Well, I mostly stick to my business, but sometimes I think I hear things late at night. Hear things like what? Well, I'm not sure, mind you, but I think I've heard people, at least I thought it was people, coming and going from the reactor pit late at night. People every night? Well, I don't know if they were people or what, but usually it's just every couple of nights. Noises coming and going from the reactor pit. I don't know what's going on, and I don't want to know either. I guess I don't blame you. No telling what might be down there. What do you want to know from me? You hear voices inside your head? Did they tell you how much better you are than everyone else? Do they tell you that someday people will kneel before your greatness? Doesn't everybody? I kind of had you pegged for that type when I first saw you, but I wasn't sure. Get out of here, you friggin' nutcase. Yeah, whatever, goodbye. Crazy guy. Do 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 do. Hello. Hello there, my name's Gordon. Gordon of Gecko. And, a transparent allegory to Wall Street. Hello, Gordon. I'm L1011. What do you do here? I look for opportunities. Opportunities? Like what? I look for ways of maximizing my potential worth. Sounds like greed to me. I am greedy, but most people misunderstand greed. Greed is a powerful driving force. Throughout history, mankind's greatest achievements were driven by men that wanted to better their positions. Driven by greed. Greed, for lack of a better word, is good. I'll take your word for that, Gordon, but what does greed have to do with Gecko? So far, not much. But in greed lies Gecko's salvation. I have important information about the survival of Gecko, but I can't get anyone to listen to me. What kind of information? Whoops. Well, I've calculated that if our reactor was running properly, we could generate an enormous amount of excess power, far more than Gecko needs. Yeah, so I've also found out that from a very reliable source that Vault City cannot expand without additional power. A very reliable source, who? One night I heard a voice calling to me from the reactor pit over there, a voice out of the shadows. I didn't know what to think of first, but what the voice said sure made a lot of sense. Its figures all check out, too. Don't know who or what the voice is, but the facts all tally up just like it said. What did the voice say? Vault City, you see, has enough power for their current needs as long as they're careful. But the Vault power plant that they use was never designed for the increased load their city is putting on it. It's at peak capacity right now. Without more power, they can't expand. I don't see how that helps you. Well, if our power plant's working better, we could trade our excess power and technical expertise to Vault City in exchange for medical technology. And without more power, Vault City will burn out their reactor within 15 years. If Gecko's reactor isn't repaired, we won't last half that time. Without medical technology, all of us ghouls are going to die off in the next 20 years anyway. Everyone loses if Vault City and Gecko don't cooperate. So you're just a good Samaritan, huh? Somehow I don't buy that. Not at all. I've got my end covered. I'd be the natural choice to administer this project. Greed is my driving force, but thousands of lives are saved by it. Greed is good. At least it would be if I could get anyone in Vault City to read my economic data. I bet Councilman McClure in Vault City would love to get his hands on that data. He seems like someone who's ruled by reason more than prejudice. What a great story, Gordon. You're the best. I'll remember that. Well, I have all the relevant economic data on a disk. You may have it if you promise to show the data to someone in Vault City that can understand and make use of the data it contains, but be discreet with it. Not everyone there will be happy you talk to us ghouls. Okay, I'll take the disc. I'm sure that I can put it into the right hands. Goodbye. Let's see. The label on this holotape reads, Gecko Economic Data. It's difficult to interpret most of the technical charts, tables, and formula here, but the majority of the information seems to highlight the advantages of the Vault City Gecko alliance. I can use it. That does nothing. I want to read my first aid book. You learn new ways to heal injury. Get out of the way, Sulik. See, save. Caution, construction zone. Voices coming out of the reactor pit, eh? It's not like I can get down there, is it? Do. Running around and stuff. Nothing in here. Wait, what's that? A wooden table. It's a table made from wood. Thanks for clearing that up for me. Nothing in here. I didn't check this room, though. Hey, a ladder.